Gentle and Lowly, chapter 17. His ways are not our ways. The theme verse is Isaiah 55:8. My thoughts are not your thoughts. God's heart of compassion confounds our intuitive predilections about how he loves to respond to his people if they would but dump in his lap the ruin and wreckage of their lives. He isn't like you. Even the most intense of human love is but the faintest echo of heaven's cascading abundance. His heartful thoughts for you outstrip what you can conceive. He intends to restore you into the radiant resplendence for which you were created, and that is dependent not on you keeping yourself clean, but on you taking your mess to him. He doesn't limit himself to working with the unspoiled parts of us that remain after a lifetime of sinning. His power runs so deep that he's able to redeem the very worst parts of our past into the most radiant parts of our future. But we need to take those dark miseries to him. We know that he is the future restorer of the undeserving because of what Isaiah 55 goes on to say. For you shall go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and the hills before you shall break forth into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands. Instead of the thorn shall come up the cypress, instead of the briar shall come up the myrtle, and it shall make a name for the Lord, an everlasting sign that shall not be cut off. God's thoughts are so much higher than ours that not only does he abundantly pardon the penitent, he has determined to bring his people into a future so glorious we can hardly bring ourselves to dare hope for it. The poetry of this passage is beautifully communicating that God's heart for his people is building towards a crescendo as the generations roll by, preparing to explode onto human history at the end of all things. Our joyous, restored humanity will surge forward with such spiritually nuclear energy that the creation itself will erupt in raucous hymns of celebration. That is the party for which the created order is on the edge of its seat in eager anticipation, because its glory is bound up with and dependent on our glory. The universe will be rinsed clean and restored to sparkling brightness and dignity as the sons and daughters of God step into a future as secure as it is undeserved. I think my favourite chapter.